Hello everyone, it's Nikki for the Love of Crochet. How are you today? Sorry it's been so long since I have made a video. Freya, down. Freya, down. Down. Sorry, my dog was trying to get up on this blanket. Between doctor's appointments and having to run all over town, it was just too hard to get on and make a video. And I apologize. And then I really haven't worked on much. I mean, I was working on this. I think I got like 3 more inches on it since y'all last saw it, maybe. And I have like 12 more to go. But on hold. Because Tuesday, my daughter finally found the dress she was going to wear for her best friend's wedding. Except she needs a cardigan for it. And guess what I'm making? I am making her a cardigan. It's actually 2 panels, long panels sewn together. I'm doing 2 panels at once. I'll do one and then the other. It's a bod design. Both of them are this size, so I'm not going to bother to lift up both. But I like it. It's a cool pattern. I've worked it before. I made my daughter a white one, which was for this same person's graduation. She left it on an ambulance. They gave it to a patient thinking it was theirs. So my opinion is someone needed it worse than Cassie did. But then tells me on Tuesday she needs a cardigan for the dress she has, which, okay, well, let's go buy yarn, which is what we did because I didn't have this color. And it had to be tan. Her best friend's favorite color is brown. Yes, I'm complaining. I'm complaining for Cassie. Everything is brown. And here's the second panel. They both have two repeats on them. I'm doing it 2 repeats by 2 repeats, but I've been working on this too many days. It's frustrating me. Which is probably not the best thing because it needs to be done by no later than Friday morning. This is the blanket that I'm working for, and it's for the bride. I made her best friend one when he was a freshman or a sophomore in college. I can't quite remember. I do know he still has it, and I know his soon-to-be wife steals it from him. So, I mean, hopefully I can get this done and then I can get to a little bit of diamond crochet, but also to work on some of these patterns to get them off the hook. I have a t-shirt dress for me that I've been trying to do. This is one cake, guys. It's a Sheepies mint chocolate chip or something or another. Anyways, it goes up to a olive green, and then I'll use it, or I will start with the middle of the next one, so it ends with this one, and then I will start the next one from the outside in, so it'll end on purple. Start on purple, end on purple. But that's been put on hold. I haven't gotten anywhere on the t-shirt that I'm working for me in this. Is this Sheepies? Yep, this is Sheepies. Tangerine. Orange is my favorite color. Orange, neon green. And then I have my mom's blanket. And the surprise I'm making for Cassie. But right now, the stuff for the baby. Anyways, can't wait. I have to have stuff done by August. I'm going to teach myself to cross stitch again. Because I like Winnie the Pooh. I thought this was adorable. $2.99, $4. And you get everything. I know, just what I need. Another craft. Because I have crocheting, which I love. Then I have diamond painting, and now I'm going to have cross stitch. Which I can't wait. You know, I have so many projects I want to do, but I can't do any of them until I get some of these off the hook. So, if you remember, none of my rows are the same width. I had the family pick different numbers, and that's how I'm doing it. And the ones that I had to pick, I picked by Siri. But I haven't watched much YouTube lately. I don't know. I've been watching SVU. It's like I started at season 1, I think, a couple of weeks ago. I'm up to season 7. Love that show, and I really don't have TV. I have YouTube and Hulu, but I'd rather not have regular TV. It just depresses me, and I already fight depression. I don't need any help. You know, it's that, and like when I used to go see my dad, I mean, in fact, I went and saw him a couple of weeks ago. And in the middle of us having a conversation, he decided to turn up the news and just stop the conversation. And it was like, okay. So, you know, don't go see him much. I've seen my mom. She's doing good. What is this? Okay, there it is. I wasn't. Sorry, I wasn't making sure I was. Oh, 1, 2. Is that 2 stitches in there? Yes. The 3rd stitch, you have to do it, drop down to the row before. And when I do it for the variegated, it's fairly easier to find. But this is they're both Big Twist value. Unicorn Magic and Varsity Blue. Her favorite color is blue, but I didn't want to do just blue. I had to have some color. I didn't even do. When I made her her best friend one, it was brown, and all he wanted was brown. I'm like, nope, you're gonna get another color put in. I think I put baby blue. I'm not even sure anymore. It was a long time ago. But when his fiance goes over there, she steals his blanket, so now she'll have her own. And then Cassie will have a new cardigan, and that will be 2 things off the hook. Technically 1, because I was only started working on the cardigan, and I hadn't originally counted that when I did the figuration of my how many whips I have. But I'll get them done. The one thing is, I hate leaving projects undone. I have one that's been in timeout for a while. Out of sight, out of mind, but it's in sight now, so I know eventually I have to work on it. It's a queen's. It's bigger than a queen size, but my bed is a queen size gingham blanket with light blue, dark blue, and white. Actually, I think it's teal. I'll dig it out one day so y'all can see it. Not now, because right now, all my cotton and all my yarn that are in bags are standing and not falling over on me, which usually happens. Cannot believe I have to have all this done. leaves very little time, and like when I was supposed to be working on it, oh, you got a doctor's appointment. Go to my doctor's appointment, and we then go shopping. It's like, okay. But this is over halfway done, so I'm more worried about the cardigan than I am this, because I can just sit here and do this. This is easy. Cardigan, I really got to pay attention to. Because this is just a one-row repeat. The cardigan is two, 3, 4, 5, 4. A setup is a 4-row repeat by Bag O'Day. Love the pattern. It's easy. The Cassie's Ruana, or that I was making, that ended up really long. Hang on. I have it right here. It goes down below her knees. It's becoming a Ruana. What it was supposed to be was a cardigan. Except she kept telling me, but make it longer. It needs to be longer. It needs to be longer. So I made it till she said stop. And then I have what went good 30 rows, give or take, on there already. She forgot that wool stretches, and I'm not gonna I will not block that. It doesn't need to be any longer. I do know it's hot under this when you're working on it, but I got my fan on. So how have y'all been? What have y'all been up to? What are you working on? If there's something you would like me to talk about, leave it in the comments. But sometimes I don't come on because I don't know what to talk about. So then I end up just doing a vlog because I really don't want to be a tutorial station. Eventually I want to be able to go do lives without being a nervous wreck. And you can tell I'm a nervous wreck. Maybe I'll try to do one next week. This last couple of weeks, my lordy, I thought I was going to tear my hair out. Doing doctor's appointments and doing things for my mom. And yeah, it's one of those days. And like this morning, we had to go to class. And you can't really bring this to class. It's a little big. And even though her cardigan isn't as big as this, it's long. That's each panel started off with a chain of 300. So I'm knitting it up and down. So the length will be from her middle of her thigh to the back side on her thigh. So it's not, I think this is half that amount of stitches that she has on there. But it's cool. It's an easy pattern. I like it. Okay, I'm repeating myself. So what have I been watching lately? SVU. Because I found if I watch too much YouTube, all I want to do is sit there and watch. And therefore I don't get anything done. But I have been coming into Grandma's lives. I may not stay the whole time because obviously I have hard deadlines to do. There is no like, I'm sorry ma'am, it's going to take me another day. They can't put off the wedding another day. So, it'll get done. It will get done. So I've been listening to my book, which is, I have the written book, but I don't have time to read. So I bought the audio book of Radical Acceptance. And I'm finding it much easier to listen to than it is to read, because I want to outline everything. Like, oh, you need to know this, or remember this, or, you know how it is when you have like it's kind of a self-help book, but it's kind of to help me in a sense deal with reality. I mean, I just bury everything, you know, easier. I don't have to deal with the emotions of whatever is going on, you know. Pretty much having to walk away from my family. You know, my dad, my sister, and my brother. And then that leaves my other sister and my mom and obviously my daughter. You know, it's just been hard, you know. So I just bury it, you know. It's easier. But I no longer can do that because if I'm going to be any good, I got to deal with this crap now, not later. The other thing I'm listening to, which I don't force on anybody, is the Bible. You know, I've listened to the Bible all the way through a couple of years ago, and I'm getting ready to start it again. Just who I am. I mean, I don't shove Christianity on anyone. You know, you believe what you believe, and I'm going to believe what I believe. I'll have respect for you as long as you have respect for me, and that's basically how I was raised, you know. I don't do well with people who talk bad about other races in a generalization. I mean, every freaking color has their bad people. The white, the Chinese, the blacks, all of us. You know. But people like to generalize, and I think it's harmful. So I keep my friends close. And you know what? If you don't like how I believe, that's fine. You don't have to. I'm not forcing my beliefs on you, and you don't force your beliefs on me. That's it. We don't have to agree with everything each other say, but have respect. I know, going off on a tangent, but you know, honestly, I would love to go through all my yarn, but I can't lift everything because of my back. I mean, I have 2 huge totes behind here that I need to go through to see, because I had patterns for all of this stuff I bought from Joann's when they went out of business. Kind of want to go through and see if I've changed my mind, because it looks like this was supposed to be a blanket for me, but turns out I'm going to give it away. And I'm thinking about working on blankets for Project Linus, but we'll see. See how fast I can move. I mean, making hats is easy. Blankets take longer. Yep, the University Unicorn Magic is what the variegated is. I don't know. Life has just been kind of blah with the rain. Hasn't rained in a couple of days, thank God. You know, rain. I know we need it, yeah. But you know, we don't always need it. But, I mean, we are San Antonio, and we still are in drought. But man, you can't cook out because it's raining. And oh, you want a funny story? So the other day, was it Wednesday? No, she had her appointment Wednesday. Or was it Tuesday? Opie was Wednesday. She worked Thursday. Okay, I'm pretty sure it was Thursday. I had to go do something. I think I had to go shopping for my mom. Not a big shopping, just a little one. And I needed a couple of things. So, now, Tuesday, I decided to change my keys around. Sorry, I'm looking for chapstick. Because I was carrying around a lot of keys I don't need, and it gets heavy. And now that I'm having to carry a cane, it's just in my way. I try not to. So I undid my keys, put on my keys, what I absolutely needed. And this was Tuesday. Then Wednesday we went to her appointment. No, Wednesday she worked. And I drove her to work on Wednesday and then picked her up and went to my knee appointment, got it injected. Okay, so Thursday, Tuesday or Thursday, I'm not even sure. It doesn't matter. I had to go it was Thursday because that's when I went shopping for my mom. Grabbed what I thought were my keys, walked out the door. Locked the bottom lock like we normally do, just easier. Well, I found out I no longer can pick a lock because I locked my keys that I needed in the house. I had keys to my mom's house. I had keys to the old house we lived on. I had my brother's key on there. I couldn't even get into my car. And it was kind of it was not drizzling yet. It was trying to start. And of course, then I called my mom and said, hey, it's going to be a couple hours. Cassie gets off work at noon. So it may have been Thursday, but it was Thursday. Anyway, so I'm like, I don't know when I'll be getting back into my house. And my mom's like, okay, well, did you try to break in? Well, yeah. Well, the metal doors they put on my house, well, not so easily done. Found that out the hard way. I broke a credit card. And I was going on it the way I was taught by a cop many, many years ago when Cassie's dad, my ex, decided to throw my keys inside the house, leave it, close it, lock the door, and take off because I'd called the cops on him. Just because I wanted him to leave. He wouldn't leave my property. And the guy's like, oh, I can't do it, but, I can kind of show you or tell you what to do. So, it didn't work. And then I had texted my daughter. I said, don't go anywhere after work. Come straight home. I locked my keys in my car. Or my keys in my house. And she texts me and goes, Mom, you really didn't lock your keys in the house. And I'm like, yeah, I did. So I'm sitting on the front porch. She was like, well, we're in the med center. Let me call ODS. And of course, ODS was nice enough to let her run by the house and open my house up. Because I had no keys to get in. So, I got in. I was only outside for about 40 minutes, maybe. Not even. But kind of funny. My dogs inside are barking at me, even though it was me. So, yeah, that was my Thursday. Now I make sure I throw my keys when I get home in my purse. I don't lay them down on a table. They go directly in my purse. So I don't get locked out again unless I leave my purse in the house. But my purse is one of those things I take all the time. So, just a funny offset story. I, went and did what I had to do. And, of course, my mom's like, get an extra key made, leave it here, because you can always just Uber to my house and charge it to whatever. So, I'm going to do that because I can get into my mom's house no matter what, whether I have a key or not. Which is a good thing. But I'm basically her emergency contact, so I gotta be able to get in whether I have keys or not, so I can get in. It is so hot under this. There's not much I can do. I have to work on it. And I can't take off my skirt because then I'm just in a t-shirt, and I don't think YouTube would like that very much. So I made it all week, doing no carbs. Screwed up today because I woke up late and we had a class to go to, so my daughter bought me coffee and a sandwich and sat there and threw it at me and told me to eat. Why? Because I'm grumpy when I don't eat and I didn't have time to cook me anything. But Jimmy, I was down another 4 pounds since last time 4 or 5 pounds since I was last taped. So I mean, not doing too shabby. You know, I may put on me and I'll go right back on my no carbs tomorrow. So I don't know what you want me to call this diet, because if I have to break every Saturday because of Cassie, because we have classes, and who knows, I guess I'll wait and see what happens. But I think I have my last appointment with the nurse practitioner who's doing my tirzepatide. So I may or may not only have one more file to do. I mean, it got me down to where I needed to be. I needed to lose over 100 pounds in order for them to even consider me for surgery. And I have lost 112, but then my doctor left the office, so pray for me, because let's see, next Tuesday, I see the new pain doctor, and then July 8th, I see the new back doctor. Which kind of scares me, because I'd been going to the same back doctor for a while, and then he left. So pray for me that I make it through. But anyways, didn't even get a row, and I'm sorry that I just kind of jabbered my way through. I mean, there's no absolute subject or title to talk about. But if y'all have something y'all want me to talk about, or any ideas for me, write them in the comments. I would appreciate it. If you like what you see, please subscribe if you haven't. It's free. And please hit the like sign on your way out. And I appreciate you listening. See you later. Later, bye.